Ever since the day the portal network collapsed, stranding us in these realms, we have searched for a way home.
Lost and alone in the dangerous labyrinth of fantastical worlds. You, the Realmwalkers, are all that is left.
Hello everyone and welcome to the world of Nightingale. The embargo's finally lifted. We get a chance to play the game a bit. We did get an opportunity to see an early build of the game and play that on stream as a bit of a stress test for the servers, but now we finally have full access to the game to play this a little bit ahead of time. Big thanks to Inflection Games for providing us with the key to play the game, so we can get a little peek into the world of Nightingale in advance of its release on February 20th.
How now, fleshling? Whither wander you, lost in our Fae wilds?
The server stress test started after the tutorial had already finished, and they'd already given us a bunch of gear, but this time we're getting a chance to start right from the beginning. We'll run through the tutorial that Puck is going to lead us through, and start our adventures into the Fae Realms.
Quickly, before those bound fiends sniff out your despair.
There's Puck over here. Hey, buddy.
Shadows abound, yet like a fire's final embers, you refuse to be snuffed out. I come with an offer to guide you to a safer realm, and rebuke death, unlike so many of your kin. Take these bloodstained cards, play them, and let amiable bond be drawn between Fae and fleshling. Travel to the forest byway swiftly. Across the divide, a greater gift awaits. Partnerships with we Fae afford many wonders yet unseen.
If you haven't seen anything about the game just yet, the general premise of the lore of this game is that humans invented a portal that gave them access to the Fae worlds. They sort of stumbled upon it, and in their first adventures they found it to be really dangerous. But they did team up with the Fae and make friends, and the Fae shared some of their magic with them and the better means to make other portals and things so that they could travel from world to world. Until disaster struck. And this entity known as the Pale, which is kind of like this big fog thing, came rolling out of one of the portals and just swallowed up our world and killed most people, except for those who were able to flee through the portals into the Fae Realm in order to try and escape. So we're playing as one of those people who's escaped into the portal. Now, we don't really know anything about the Fae world, because we're not a portal traveler originally. We're just escaping our world, and so we have to kind of learn the ropes and figure out how things are going. There's this magical city called Nightingale that humans build in the Fae world, but the portals in the process of this whole thing with the Pale, the portal connections collapsed, and we don't know the way to get back to Nightingale anymore. And so as we adventure through the world and try to survive and craft and build and explore and unlock things,
Fly!
we're trying to find our way back to Nightingale.
Have caught your despairing stench.
These are the bound. They're not good people. Let's get out of here. Fortunately, we have our friend Puck here to guide us, although I think in mythology, Puck was actually a trickster, so I don't know in the end whether he's going to be reliable or not, but he's here to guide us on our path and help us figure out the lands of the Fae.
Count thyself among the fortunate few who managed to flee the Pale's noxious proliferation. With the man-made network sundered, entrust me to find the trail forward through these byway realms. In the interim, I hear your stomach snarling.
Alright, so Puck is teaching us the basics of playing the game here, so we'll get to run around and collect some berries. In the top right, you can see the quest we have going on there. Offhand items, hold small items in your offhand, like a torch, etc. So we need to collect some berries and eat them. Just equip those and have a little snack. Gather what you can for the environment in order to build a campfire. So, again, all the basic things. Now, this is a survival crafting game, so very similar to many other survival games. The initial phases of things is going to be just collecting up materials and building the basics. I need a little bit of everything here, so we can try to get this campfire crafted up. So we need rock sticks, or sorry, yeah, rock sticks and raw berries. I already have a decent chunk of berries. I think one of the things I find most impressive about this game so far, and I have had a chance to play it for a number of hours. We're kind of cycling back and starting over again here at the tutorial, but the environmental detail is just amazing. Look at the view. It's killer. Super excited for this game to finally come out. I've kind of been sitting on it for a while. All right, over here are the rock piles we have to gather. The rocks aren't like separately on the ground picked up. You got to find these little piles to collect them. And you can pretty much always find them around these larger boulders and stuff. We have enough to make our campfire now, so we'll go whip that up. We're not staying in this realm. This is just a temporary stop off as we skip through the worlds and we see the different biomes. So we're not going to build anything like significant here. We'll throw down ourselves a campfire. Now we need to roast up some berries. So we'll have to add some fuel to the fire first. I guess we'll just use sticks because I don't have an axe to get logs. Probably shouldn't have used all the sticks. That was maybe a bad idea. Well, let me take some of those back. Let's manage the fuel. I'm going to take some of these things back. I don't want to use all of them. Instead, we'll just put in a portion. Okay, we have just enough berries to craft 1 roasted berries. It's like making a fistful of jam or something. And we got those. Eat the roasted plants. So that's these ones here. Have a little snack on them. Now this is an early version of the build. It's not the full release build just yet because we do have the early access to it. There may be some changes to things like the UI or some of the way that things work in the game. At least to be a good introduction to how it all works.
By staving off starvation.
All right, I'm gonna try to skip some of Puck's dialogue because you can kind of go through that yourself when you're actually playing out the tutorial. But basically, he's happy we fed ourselves, though he thinks it's not a very good meal we had, and he's probably right. All we did was roast up some berries. But he wants us to move on to the next world now. This is one of the really unique aspects of this game, is that each of the worlds are dynamically generated, and you jump through these Fae portals to go from world to world in order to collect different resources, find different enemies to battle with, and make your way through the realms. Returning your to whatever world you have your base set up on, so you have like a home camp to run with. This is the Fae portal here. They exist on every one of these realms. We got our little card machine here that we have to use, and this is where the cards are used. So we're gonna get access to a biome card and then a major card, both of which we need in order to open a portal. We're in the tutorial right now, so we're using this byway card, which is just like a temporary world. It's not really real. It's like a pocket of false reality kind of thing, just so that he can teach us the ropes. So cool. So we saw the forest biome, and now we're into the hot and sweaty desert biome. Let me get out of the sun here. It's a little hot.
Summer runs through my being as blood runs through yours. Whether this pleases or not, without shelter and the means to defend it, you'll not last long.
Alright, so basically he wants us to build a shelter so we can protect ourselves from the intense heat here in the desert. This is the second biome world, so the first one was the forest, of course. There are only 3 biomes right now that'll be available in the early access, but because they're all can be modified by the major cards that you place in the portal along with your realm card, and then by minor cards that you can place in these machines within each realm to modify the conditions of the world you're in. It's almost like an infinite level of variability. It's kind of cool. It's really hot over here. I know there's some trees over this direction, so I'm gonna scoot over here. We'll try to build our shelter maybe where we have better access to resources and we're not sitting right under the intense sun. This'll do. A little bit closer to where we can get resources and stuff. Okay, so we need, under survival building, we're gonna need a simple shelter. This is just a stick tent. It's no great shakes, but it'll do for now. Something in the way, it's not building. There we go. Okay, and we'll also need a bedroll so that we can rest. So in this game, there are a few things you're managing. Of course, you're managing your health the same as you would in any other survival game. Why are you coming through my tent? This is my... Get out of here. Alright, maybe this wasn't the best place to put this. At least they're not hostile, but... It could have been. Anyway, we need to manage stamina. If you look down here in the bottom, we've got our health bar and our hunger on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we've got our stamina and rest. If we get too tired the way we are right now, it lowers our stamina, and our stamina regeneration, we get this debuff. That takes a lot more for us to get our butt moving, so we don't want to have that. Oh, also, food in this game is necessary to keep yourself fed, but it also provides you with buffs, depending on what you've made. Right now, I'm getting like a little boost here to some maximum health, a little bit of maximum stamina off these berries, some regeneration, that kind of thing. We'll have to take a little rest. It is during the daytime, so we're just going to do short rests. That will boost up our rest level so that we don't feel so tired anymore. Now we got to make some basic tools. So it wants us to make a makeshift wood axe, mining pick, hunting knife, sickle, and torch. We'll just do that right in here under our crude items. They are definitely crude. All right, we'll start off first, I guess, with the I don't know, with the knife. Why not? I do like the knife. The knife is pretty sweet in this game. We'll make the axe next, I guess. Pickaxe. Oh, maybe I should have made the sickle first because I could have gotten my resources back quicker. The only thing I need to make now is the sickle, and it's the one tool that's best for getting the resources in the first place. I think I probably am gonna need rocks. What do I got here? No, I got 6 rocks actually. That should be fine. Plant fiber I need. So see, I got the green check mark next to rocks and sticks, showing have enough to make it, and then the plant fiber's got the X, so I just need more plant fiber, which is easy enough to get, I guess. When you're playing this game yourself and you're running through the tutorial, everything you collect in here you can take with you into the first realm that you set up in. So there's no harm in collecting some extra resources. Just, you know, be a little bit careful of your encumbrance level, because if you get too much stuff on you, you can't run or jump. But if you find some things in the tutorial realm that you can work with, how do I not have enough plant fiber yet? That can't be. What's going on here? Oh, I've got 5. I need 1 more. Oh, that's giving me that's why. That's giving me aloe seeds out of that thing. Flowers. Okay. I just need fiber. Give me the fiber. I gotta find a plant I can rip down that's gonna give me what I want. Crazy, like, elephant creature thing. That's sweet. Alright, there we go. That should give me enough finally. Alright, sickle crafted. Alright, Puck, what do you want now?
It slipped my skull that Earth's great citadels resulted from decades of toil. You'll need better woodworking skills than that when we reach our destination proper. Let us depart, and speak of your ill-favored construct.
Alright, he really wasn't impressed with my stick tent. I can't imagine why. I thought it was beautiful. Practically a palatial palace. Let's get out of here. Off through the next portal into the next world. Leaving the desert behind. The thing is, this game has a neat mechanic in that when you're in the water walking, you'll get wet, which kind of sucks, but it also slows you down just being in the water, so sometimes hopping through the water is a little easier. At least Hope Echo. Throughout the world, we're going to find these Hope Echoes that we can snag, and they'll give us some additional backstory that sort of fills in what's happening in the world and gives a little more context to what's going on. They're not really critical to gameplay, but they're really cool, like, backstory information. Pale surrounds the city as oppressive walls, swallowing the buildings, advancing ever closer. So this one's giving us the detail about the Pale taking over everything. You can read that yourself, I guess, if you want. And then when you play the game yourself, of course, you can read all the lore you'd like as well. All right, we're off to the swamp next as we play our swamp card. Welcome to the swamp, everyone. Kind of nasty here, actually.
The bound guard Fae archways that align with temporal realms. While I know man's impulse is to flee, without pluck, you're sure to expire. Prepare yourself, Realmwalker. Once this fen is within our wake, a fine morsel of knowledge I shall bequeath.
Alright, we're gonna learn about combat now. Combat and healing, I guess, in particular. Get a chance to explore a little bit. Now, this one, the world is a little bit bigger in this particular realm than where we were last time. Here's our map. Not that it has a lot drawn on here, but there's a portal here somewhere we'll have to take. But in the meantime, we need to acquire bones and hide from a predator. Maybe we can recruit Arnold Schwarzenegger's help or something for this. Gotta find a predator. Oh, there we go. I wish I had a ranged weapon. I am playing the game on hard difficulty. I don't know how much that's actually going to affect the tutorial. Probably not to any great extent. Get down. Although, it's taking a few whacks to kill this guy. There we go. Skin this guy and get our resources out of him. So I'm playing on hard difficulty for the game, but I went with medium difficulty for the equipment level. I did skip over the character creation. In that process, you get to choose a little bit of your backstory, and it also is where you're going to choose how much equipment you get started with, or like what your gear quality is like. I just went with medium that way, but went with hard difficulty for the game mode. So if you go with easier difficulty when you're setting up your character, you can start with some better equipment than what I have right now. This guy's gonna wind up killing me. I'm gonna need to heal him. Alright, I gotta kill one more, but there is this fancy tower right here. As I said, when you're in the tutorial, you can take stuff with you, so we're gonna go loot the tower. See what we can find up here that might be useful. Oh, sorry, little guy. Not really. I'm not sorry at all. They gave me some meat at least. It's too small to give me a hide, I guess. Over here we've got some ingots. We'll take those. I gotta be a little bit careful with my my carry weight. I'm at 31.8 out of 50, so I really don't have a lot of room to carry stuff right now. I might have overdone it with how many things I have in my person. Oh, another hope echo. Fails reach the steps of the building where we first met. So again, more detail, you can pause the game back there, like one back and pause if you want to read that, but just more context around the Pale overwhelming the world as people try to flee. It's pretty sweet, actually. Kind of a cool backstory. Oh, there's a chest down there, which I can't reach. If I drop on that thing, then when I jump off the side, I'm a goner, because there's no way I survive that fall. Oh, here we go. What do we got? Oh, I found a miner card, but it's actually, the text is so big I can't even read it. And then we got an ingot and some Monarch Locust leather. There are like a ton of different types of materials in this game. So like within meat, you'll have different types of meats. Within leather, different types of leathers, different types of fibers. It gets to be a little bit overwhelming at first as you kind of try to get a handle on all the stuff that's in the game. As you end up with like all these different stacks of different types of materials that are different quality types. Ooh, we got an umbrella, baby. Umbrellas are sweet. We got a healing salve too. Actually, I'm gonna use that. Well, actually, I don't need the healing salve right away, but I am gonna need some food. There's a chest over here too. Got some hardwood shingles, ingots, and carved stone granite. What are we doing for inventory space? 46.48. I'm getting full. We're getting very full. Let's equip this parasol. Parasols in this game are awesome. They protect you from the weather, so they keep the rain off as well as hail if you happen to be out in bad weather. But they're also like a glider type object, so you can use them to glide down and drop from higher heights, land safely kind of thing. We've got nectar. I guess I could probably eat that. Porcelain sandstone. I think that's a placeholder graphic for that particular thing. Carved wood. I'm encumbered. All right. We are going to need these things called essences in the game, and you can extract anything into essences. I've got 15 stones. I'm not going to need that many, so I'm going to keep maybe half a dozen of them. So I'm going to take 9 of them and turn them into essence. It'll just extract that. That'll cut the weight for me. Over here, porcelain sandstone. I mean, I don't really know what to do with this either. We'll just extract it. Ooh, we're gonna 15 extracts out of that thing. That'll cut my weight down at least. Not really that light though. I think we're gonna have a little snack here while we're at it too. That'll help my stamina as we get the buffs and stuff going here. I didn't cook the berries, but they'll still work raw. So this nectar gives me maximum health boost of 150, which is pretty sweet at this point. I'm gonna take this healing salve. We'll put that to work also. Get some of my health back. All right, we're out of here. here's where the umbrella comes in really handy. Just drop from a high height and not have to worry about the amount of damage we're gonna take. Come here, friend. Gotta go for those headshots. Even with a melee weapon, you can get headshots. Score some bonus damage. It'll nice snag us some fabled predator meat. Okay, we gotta craft a makeshift capelet. That's right here. Nothing so stylish as a capelet, I guess. Put that on. Oh, Wait, yeah, did that replace my jacket? I thought the capelet was the back item, but I guess not. Okay, so that replaced our jacket. So that's a gear item level 10. We were wearing gear item level 6. This jacket here I'm not going to need anymore. We'll just extract it. Save the weight. I don't really need the sandstone thing either, this carve thing either. We'll get rid of that too. Okay, acquire healing salve and acquire roasted meat. So we're going to need a little campfire for this. Hopefully I have enough sticks on me to work with. Should be fine. Oh yeah, we're good. I'm just going to drag over a few of these though. We don't need all those sticks in there. Okay, let's make the healing salve first. I'm gonna autofill. Now, I'm choosing autofill because I don't really have a good selection of things in my inventory. I'm not worried about the qualities of stuff, but you can click on it and choose individual choices if you're trying to make something out of particular materials. Okay, I have 2 different types of bones here. Predator bones, it could be the 5% health regen, or the prey bones, which the pop-up's not working for right now. Maybe there's nothing special there, but we'll maybe use the prey bones. I'm gonna get 3 roasted meat and 3 salves, actually, so I gotta make more salves. Autofill. Craft them all. Nope. Come on, buddy. You guys are a little aggressive. They're not too tough, but they're a little aggressive. You'll notice too when you're using the different tools in the game, they have different abilities to them. So this thing has obviously, you know, your main button is, you know, smacking stuff. You can block with it if you hit the right button. But if you look at things like the dagger here, of course you get your slash motion when you left click. You can use that for attacking, but it also has this dodge ability that you can push in a direction and hit the right button, and you'll like dodge that way. It's really handy if you're like jumping off a cliff with your umbrella and getting a little extra distance. With those essences I collected, I can repair my equipment. They're actually over here, so you can see I have 34 of these white essences. There's 4 different types of essence. This is the most common one. There's like white, green, blue, and purple. Same as been in a lot of other games. Our realm card's over here. Oh, this is the one card I found, which is a little glitchy at the moment. It looks I don't want to subject you to that, but it looks like it's a greenhouse card of some kind. I can't take a look at it, but that's a minor card that'll affect the world that we're in if we find the machine actually playing it. We're not going to do that in the tutorial area, of course. Hey, we can right click and repair one thing, or I can just repair all. I'm gonna choose repair all. I used 30 of my 34 essences, but we're all right. We gotta get back to Puck now. Where's Puck? Puck! Where you hiding, you crazy Fae? Oh, there he is.
You've stolen life to preserve your own.
Yeah, I'm human. That's what we specialize
A necessity. Now, I've led you about around. First, you must oblige your inner essence and choose the landscape that beckons.
Okay, so we can choose our starting realm for a first placement. We can be in the forest, the desert, or the swamp. I'm going to choose the forest just because I know there's a lot of resources and stuff there. But if you want a more difficult experience, you could choose the desert or swamp as your starting area. But I'll go with the forest, I guess.
Play your cards, but beware. The bound will storm once the archway rouses.
Okay, so normally when you open up a portal, the bound come out of the portal and sort of attack. It's like they're keeping an eye on the gateways between worlds, and when somebody triggers it, they jump out to try to like stop them. Okay, so we've got our forest card here, and then we also have this this Puck card, the abeyance card. Seek a realm of minimal danger, suitable for... Oh, I heard something. You know what? I don't want to fight the bound and this guy at the same time. Let's get rid of him first. Come back here. Get wrecked. Later on, there'll be another weapon we can craft. It's like this big maul as a like, two-handed hammer kind of thing, which is kind of sweet. All right, let's trigger the portal. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh wait, there's also there's an echo right here. So these are the fabled realms I've heard so much of that I've spent years studying. Never once have I set foot here. So a little message from somebody who fled through the portal in order to get away from the pale. Play my cards here. So the starting realm is going to be lower difficulty just because it's like our starting area.
Remain vigilant while the realms align.
This is where we get to deal with the bound. What's my inventory weight at? Okay, I've got room to pick stuff up at least. Try to get them as they phase in. Before they start moving too much. Oh my lord. Get wrecked. I love that the weapons stagger in this game. Pick up all this stuff. Figure out what that was later. I see we got some advanced plant fiber, advanced bound fiber, bound bristle. So those are like different types of fibers. As I was saying, there's like multiple different types of each material you can pick up. Your inventory gets really clogged with it quick. Where'd that guy go? These are the easier bound. There's these other guys that have a lantern in their head that are a little bit more strong. Mind you, still tutorial, so it's not like they're hard, but... Nope, portal's open. Let's get out of here.
Realmwalker, your path forward is winding and full of terrors. Save yourself. Survive the realms. And rebuild all that has been lost.
Alright, welcome back to the forest.
Ah, we made it. With the byways left behind, your beginnings have ended.
Alright, that's the end of the tutorial.
Has long been forgotten by the Fae, but beware. In short time, darkness will... While you play carpenter, there are nooks in these surrounding wilds I must scrub for the knowledge I pledged.
Alright, so he's going to come back and give us some sort of a reward later, but in the meantime, this is where we get to set up shop. And this is where the game becomes different for every player. So the tutorial is all a structured world, but after you get out of that, it's all dynamically generated, so everyone's experience can be a little bit different, which is pretty sweet. Oh, we got a cool location for a base. We can set up pretty much anywhere in this world. As you can see, it's a fairly big map for each world. We're way down here. This is my respite area, so I guess we'll just stay in this zone. I guess we'll work onto this out of this space here. We're gonna need some resources and stuff. Our first task is to place down an estate cairn. And this will claim the region for us. It also gives us a fast travel, which is great because we can travel home really quickly. Even if we're encumbered, we can still fast travel, which is nice. I guess I used up all my stones already. Alright, I've got to get stones and rocks and stone blocks. Then we're gonna need some of these things too, I guess. Incidentally, the scythe doesn't work on berries and mushrooms and stuff. You have to collect those by hand, but it does help with like getting more sticks and fiber. You get way more. So like if I grab a fiber here, that got me like 2 plant fiber. Oh, you can also find random essences, which is nice. But if I collect this one with the scythe, I get 3. It's usually like between 3 and 5, I've noticed. This building over here is a site of power. It's a kind of dungeon. We'll deal with that later. We're not really in a position to even consider that yet. Gather some of these stone blocks. Oh, great, we're encumbered. That didn't take long. We're gonna need storage as a priority, I think, because I've just got too many things on me already. Okay, this is our home now. We can build here.
Your tenacity overrules the gusts of fate. Settled here, you'll soon wish to venture farther. The unending lure humankind so often succumbs to. Fortunately, both are close at hand. And here is the knowledge that Robin's friendship affords. Across this realm lie sites of power sealed by your kin long ago. There are many sites, each granting access to ever more distant spheres. Nearest, though, the antiquarian. Formidable enough for one so green. You must first gain entry. Passing through a seal forged by those last children of Earth, who claimed reverence for our infinite wisdom. Their gates bar access to those unworthy, but I see that strange, hopeful spark within you. Once within, delve ever deeper. Toward the pedestal. Hurry now, fleshly, and prepare. The infinite awaits.
Okay, so we have to build up and then enter the sites of power to get access to the cards that we can craft, so we can operate the Fae portal and move other places. You probably saw that big blue guy running through there. I think his name's like Carnute or something like that. He's not a threat. He does knock trees down, so you gotta kind of watch out for that, because trees do damage things. But he's not aggressive. I think later on you can trigger him if you really want to fight him. But we don't have to worry about him proactively attacking us anyway. We're gonna need some wood because we have to do some building here. Okay, so he's given us some crude building structures we can make, which is all this stuff here. We'll start with these crude foundations and place those down. There's gonna be some stuff in the way here a little bit. Oh, you know what? When I chop these trees down, they damage stuff when they fall. Let's put some of it in here at least. So we got one floor built. There's a lot more going on here. We're gonna need to chop down all the trees that are in the immediate area. I can't risk having them fall in the building when it's actually finished. Just like that. You gotta watch out for your estate cairn too, because that similarly will break if you drop a tree on it. All right, that's a good start anyway. I could try to leave some of the trees close to the structure alone. That gives us our floor. I'm too encumbered, I can't even jump. That's wonderful. So next will be walls. I guess we'll need a door for. I'm gonna put the door on the side that we have the cairn on. I can't hardly move. Maybe I should build a campfire that'll drop some of my weight. I'm just gonna autofill this because I don't really care about what we're using right now. We'll cook all those. Yeah, good. That freed up a little bit more. I'm still encumbered, but I can move a little bit better. We gotta throw down more structures before we can get some better mobility going. Not gonna go too crazy with our first building here because I am ultimately gonna want to like upgrade it to better things. But at least it'll give us the shelter that we need to make sure that we're not out in the wilds. We could build the stick tent too, I guess. But as long as I'm setting up a home here, we might as well make it reasonably good. Doesn't have to be great. Okay, that leaves me with basically the wood bundles we have to plug in, and all those trees I chopped down already despawned. Man, I gotta be a little bit more careful about how long I leave stuff laying on the ground. Oh, I made a stone doorway. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. It's gonna be a bit of a mishmash construction project. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, you know what? Carnute over here knocked some stuff down. We can just pick up the things he broke. Look at that. Challenge complete. Apprentice builder. We've already got some building chops. So to unlock the antiquarian site, you can see in the top right there, we need to get our gear score up to 20. Oh, he's telling us to locate Puck again, too. I'm only gear score 6. You can see that number right here, and it's based on like the average of the different pieces of equipment that I have. So in order to get up to 20, I'm going to have to improve my tools, improve my my clothing and things, so we can get that gear score up. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. The only thing we could build here for roofing is a flat roof right now. So we'll build that, I guess. Yeah, this is just going to be a really small, simple structure to start with. I need a bunch of stuff for that. There's Puck. Oh, there's Puck there. Hey, buddy.
How far you've come, and yet how little you
How far you've come, and yet you still don't have a roof
Is it
over your
an
head.
ascetic purity that keeps thee bound to such homely presentation? Across these wilds, your kind have proliferated with haste, industrious and more than willing to avail amidst.
Okay, so I skipped over the text there because it's a little long-winded, but he wants us to go and find the essence trader in the realm, and through the essence trader we can buy recipes that unlock new things that we can craft. We can also buy raw materials and stuff through them if we need to, so they're definitely very handy. We'll go find that after. Yeah, roof's finished. We got that. I threw all this stuff on the ground because I got super encumbered. We should probably try to see if we can get some storage going here. Got these little baskets we can make. Just throw a few of these down over underneath the window here, just so I have a place to put some of the stuff that I've been carrying around that I don't need to have on me all the time. I need more fiber for those other ones, but at least I got a good start. We'll get rid of the ingots and this stuff. I don't need the bones. I'll keep the... I'll put the meat away too. Try to ditch everything that I'm not going to use immediately. And then I think the last couple things we're going to need here are a bed so that we have a way to rest, and then we're going to need a door for our house here too. I guess it would be a good idea to have one of those. Slap that on there. It's not much of a bed, but we've got something at least. Place this down. The bed, as you can see, there's a line that's drawn from the bed that I'm building to the fire. I actually should have put the fire in the middle, so that it affects the things around it. Alright, door and bed are complete. We got enough fiber for these things? No, not quite enough. I didn't get quite enough. Alright, we can finish those off after, though. We're also going to need a crafting bench in here so that we can make some simple things. So, crafting and basics repair. There's only 3 things we can make in here right now. The campfire, the tanning station, and the simple workbench. So we'll place those down at any rate. Get that over there. The tanning station I'll put on the other side. Later on, there's going to be things we can place that will augment these different workstations and enable them to do more stuff. Not really in a position to do that just yet. I'm going to break the campfire down so I can put it in the middle. There we go. Give me that back. When you break things, you only get like half the resources back, so you want to be conscious of that too. I kind of wasted some stuff there, unfortunately. Alright, tanning station's done. Need a little bit more for the other thing. I gotta find rocks, so there should be some over here, I think. These, when you break them down, you get stone blocks, so it's not actually rocks. Oh, hey, hey! There's bacon on the menu, baby! Oh, there's some more incoming. They tend to run in little packs. I'm gonna give me back my stamina now. Really could prefer to have some stamina to deal with these pigs. Little porker. Oh! God, he snuck up on me! Oh, we're getting a little wet. Crack out the umbrella, that'll protect me from the rain. Where are you gonna fall? Don't fall on my house. It's following me. Alright, beauty. That'll give me a decent number of wood bundles. I think that's enough to finish off the bench that I had in here. There we go. Building traits. What are traits? Building traits modify the function of a certain structure. So you'll notice that when you build things inside, they're going to get a benefit. So you want things under a roof wherever possible. If I go in here, say some rock marbles. If you click on station traits, we can see here it's sheltered because it has a roof overhead. So it's 10 seconds faster when crafting things, which is nice. And there's other things that will modify it that will improve those traits as well. Even the fire benefits from having... we just pick something here. Even the fire benefits from having it sheltered. So that's sweet. Alright, we got the basics of our crafting benches set up. I think it's a good start for the game. We ran through the tutorial and got our little basic home built here. It's a little hodgepodge with the stone. What is that noise? A real storm bursting out here. A bit of a hodgepodge structure with that weird stone wall and some wood or whatever. We'll go off in search of the essence trait that the puck wants us to find next time and find the plans for the simple sewing station that we need. Get a chance to explore as well. I'm going to be streaming this game when it comes out. Everything's going to reset on February 20th when the game comes out in early access. So this is just an early preview. And then we'll be starting fresh on live stream, so you can kind of hang out while we're doing that as well. If you want to just click the subscribe button, you can come and hang out while we stream the game starting on February 20th. But thanks so much, everyone. I was always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.